Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Gordy from GordyBuffton.com, and today is one of the biggest days of my life. April 22nd, 2015. Because today marks 5 years in my sobriety. I'm honestly quite baffled of where the time has gone, as it seems like yesterday that I made that choice to stop using all drugs, using all alcohol, and quite honestly, using anything that allowed me to run and hide from my feelings, to run and hide from reality, to run and hide from life. It was on that April 22nd, 2010 that I last had a sip of alcohol. As some of you know, I was a drug addict. As others you might not know, I was a drug addict for 3 years of my life. It took me to the underbelly of society. I never once, when I first started using drugs, thought I could become addicted. But it happened before I realized it wasn't myself making the choices. It was the drugs that were controlling my actions, my behavior, people that I was surrounding myself with. My rock bottom was spending my 20th birthday in jail, spending a few nights on the streets homeless, getting beaten almost to death on the streets of Macon, Georgia. All this happened within 3 weeks. I had a choice. I could either continue down the path that I've been going, which was going to land me back in jail or dead, or I could get sober. I'm extremely grateful that I made the choice to stop using drugs then, but that wasn't the beginning of my journey in sobriety. I had to go to 5 different psych wards. 5. Yeah, I'm a slow learner. In a 3-month stay in a rehab facility in San Francisco. Even when I got out of this, I was determined to not use street drugs anymore, but I continued using alcohol, even though I didn't really like alcohol. I didn't like the way it made me feel. I didn't like who it brought around, but I wasn't ready to connect with myself and to stop running and hiding from life. After a year using alcohol, sometimes once a month, sometimes once a week, really varied, I made the choice on April 22nd, 2010 to not use any drugs or not use any alcohol for 1 year. It was my goal to go my entire year, the age of 22, not using any substance. And that 1 year turned into 2, which turned into 3, and has now, today, marks 5 years. There's a lot of amazing things I've been able to accomplish in those 5 years. One of them was writing a book. I wrote a memoir about my story, my journey, all the trials and tribulations that I went through, to help others so they don't have to struggle with what I struggled with. It's called Eluding Reality. I'll put the link in the show notes. In the last 2 years, I've been able to share my story in so many different places. I've spoken over 70 different high schools and middle schools. I spoke at over 15 different events. I've been able to share my story with about 20,000 people. Now, will all those people change? No. But if a few of them do, everything that I went through would be worthwhile. I am extremely grateful for the life that I have now. To be able to rebuild the relationships. To be able to have a relationship with myself. To be able to put myself and my life and my health as the #1 priority. Because when I was using, I didn't care how I hurt myself, how I hurt anyone else. And that's not something that's easy to live with. Which is what drives me to get out of bed and make a difference. So I hope this video is of value to you. And today, go out and make a difference. If you're struggling with addiction, ask for help. It can be the bravest, most courageous thing that you ever do, asking for help. Because when I asked for help, that's when my life started to improve. Still to this day, I ask for help. So if there's anything I can do to help you in your recovery, if you know anyone that's struggling with addiction, please reach out to me across any social media, any of the platforms, and I will do whatever it is in my capacity to help you or that individual change their life